Today we're going to be drawing
Frankenstein!
That's right, Frankenstein! So we're coming up on the Halloween season, and we know around here, we're getting pretty excited.
Mm-hmm.
You and your brother and your sister are getting pretty excited. Yeah, so we figured Frankenstein would be a great way to start getting into the holiday spirit. Maybe you're Frankenstein this year. Maybe you dress as Frankenstein, maybe not. But either way, expect to see a few Halloween drawings coming your way. And you ready to start?
Yeah.
Let's get started. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we are. We're going to draw Frankenstein, right? Okay, so first step is to draw the top of his head. And it's not gonna be, he has a very squarish head, but it's not gonna be a perfect square. It's gonna go up at a little bit of an angle, come across, rounded corners, back down. Nice job. Nice work. It's really good.
Thanks.
Okay. Then we're gonna take these sides of his face and we're gonna curve them in. It's gonna be his cheeks. We curve one in like that. Yeah, and maybe a little bit further in. Okay, and then this one's gonna do the same. It's gonna mimic it. So you come down and you just mimic it. Those are gonna end up being his cheekbones. Nice job, Landon. I'm gonna pull this one into right there, okay? Good, watch your head. Okay, now, the next thing is going to be to do his jaw, all right? And his jaw is gonna come out of his cheekbones. It's gonna go down, and he's got a square jaw. He's got a square jaw. Right up to his cheek, right up to his cheek. Nice job, Landon. I like that one. That one's gonna be really good. Okay?
Thanks, Daddy.
Now we'll do his frowny face. He's not happy. Frankenstein's not happy. You need a better marker, bro. I'm gonna put these off to the side. There's a brand new one. Okay? Just do the end of that line, that's all. And give him a little line on each end. Good. Now let's do his hair. His hair can be kind of fun, okay? So from just above where it starts to curve, we're gonna go up with a straight line. Up with a straight line like that. It's gonna be the side of his hair. Good, stop there. Then you're gonna go down and just make zigzags all the way across, zigzags. Make sure it's not even. He doesn't have even hair, okay? And when you get all the way across, about a ½ inch from the side, you're gonna stop. Nice job. Stop right there. Then you're gonna come down to just above where it curves with a straight line, and that's his hair. Nice job. You can see Frankenstein coming along really good, Landon. I know you have plenty of room, but that's all gonna be black anyway, so that's good. Okay, now I'm gonna tuck his ears in behind here. All right, his ear's gonna go from here, and it's gonna curve up, and it's gonna tuck right in here.
Right.
It's down a little further. That's fine. That's a fine ear. Right there. Tuck it in. And then do a little C, backward C. Good. Now on the other side, we're gonna do our best to make it the same. So you're gonna draw yours. Yours are a little different than mine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. So you're gonna draw yours starting at the same place you did over there. So it's gonna start there and it's gonna go down and curve up around. And then that's when it's gonna get a C shape. Good job, buddy.
Not a backwards C that time.
Not that time. Okay, his eyebrows are next. I don't even know if you would describe it as his eyebrows, but it's like his brow. So like the area above his nose. It's just one big
brown
squared eye. Everything's very square on his face, right? So just above the ears, you're gonna come down and you're gonna draw a line straight across, and then you're gonna come back up. This is like a, how do we describe that shape? It's like a U, I guess, a really super wide U. Good, stop there, Landon. Great job. Now, his eyeballs are gonna come down here. They're gonna be we're gonna make them pretty large, a little exaggerated. They're kind of like half circles though, coming out of his brow. One there, and then one there.
Like right there.
Yeah. And curve it up. Yeah, that's a good one. And then do one just about that same size if you can. Boom. Loving it, loving it. Okay, now his eyeballs, like his pupils, are gonna be on the inner part because he's kind of cross-eyed right now. He's kind of cross-eyed. He's a little bit not happy. Cool, good job. Yep, get that one in there. This little, make it a little more curvy. Wait, you want to show what I mean? They're really good. I just want them to be able to, yes. And then you would do the same thing to the other one. Just make it a little more curvy. Because it's okay for his pupil to be bigger. That's awesome, Linda, good job. All right, now, what we're gonna do is his nose. His nose is going to be like a big U also, okay? So watch how I do this. In between his eye, I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna make a big U shape and I'm gonna connect it right
How am
back.
I gonna do that? Because I made it a little different than you.
Yeah, but that's okay. You can just make your nose come down to like right here. It'll look perfectly cool. Have it just come down to right here, okay? Yep, coming right out of there. Perfect. Curve it, and then all the way back up. Awesome job, Landon. You're killing this drawing, buddy. You're really doing a great
He's got
job.
a really long nose because he's been lying. From being no.
Well, Frankenstein is just not happy, okay?
Yeah.
So on his head, we're going to do a squiggly line. Any way you want, doesn't have to even look like Dad's, okay? And then you're gonna do some little lines going the length of it to represent stitches. Okay, again, Frankenstein is all beat up. Now we're going to do his neck. So his neck's gonna be pretty wide, okay? Frankenstein's a huge dude, so right about here to right about here is what his neck's gonna be.
Like
Yep, right in there somewhere.
here.
Yeah.
Shall I?
I'd say that's pretty good. And then we'll land and draw the line straight down, almost to the bottom of the paper, but not quite. Okay, and then one last thing down here, you're gonna just connect the neck, okay? Because we're just doing a Frankenstein head. Good job, man.
And
Yeah.
his neck.
One last detail before we color, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which are the bolts coming out of his neck. So we're gonna draw a little rectangle here. Well, a rectangle with like a T-top on it. Like the top's a little big for the rectangle. Yes, nice. And then we're gonna turn that little T-top thing we just made into another rectangle. We're basically making a T out of two rectangles. Maybe that's how I should have started
Yeah.
to explain it. Okay, so on the other side, we're gonna follow this across because we want these bolts to be at the same height. We're gonna make the same two lines. Nailed it. Okay, a couple more details that I just thought of to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put some threads on our bolt. So just little tiny curves to the line. You can go straight across too. They don't have to have little tiny curves. And then on the other side, do the same. If we want to make them like hex bolts, we can put two little lines. I think this is a cool idea. Two little lines on each one to make them look more like hex bolts. Okay.
We could do stitches on his neck. So
You-
he's still beat up.
Stitches.
Yeah, one on his neck.
Do you want to do one on his neck? Let's do an Adam's apple too, which is kind of like a V with a. Well, it's like a U maybe. Do an Adam's apple for him. Mine wasn't exactly the greatest shape in the world, but. And then you want to do a scar on his neck too?
Yeah.
Should it go like this?
Yeah.
Squiggly? That's how I'm gonna do mine. You can do yours however you're feeling it. Cool. Now we're ready for color, bud.
Yeah.
Good job. One, two, three. What are you looking at? How dark I'm coloring?
Yeah.
That's just what I like to do in all my drawings. You certainly do not have to do that.
I'm gonna go like this then.
So the way that you shade is you imagine the light coming from whichever direction you want, but in our case, we're gonna have it coming this way. So everything on this side of his face is going to be pretty light. Maybe a little shade under his cheeks, but then everything on the left-hand side is going to be a little bit darker. So this side of his face will be darker. This side of his nose will be darker. We don't have to go crazy with shading, but just a little bit of shading. One, two, three, Frankenstein! So as you get ready for Halloween, you might be thinking about Frankenstein, Halloween costumes. We thought it'd be pretty cool to do. We're already starting to think about Halloween around here, so hopefully you enjoyed it. We did. We had a ball doing these. I think Landon did an amazing job with his.
I think Daddy did an amazing job with his.
Thank you. So if they liked it, Landon, what could they do?
Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell.
And hit the bell. Do all those things if you can. All right. Thank you. Oh, that was loud. Thank you very much. Until next time.
Bye.